Coach, first of all, not always the prettiest of wins, but you get the win. Just talk about what it means to come away with victory.
Well, going on the road, we hadn't played well on the road, so coming on our first little road swing, kind of with two in a row away from home, I think it was important. It's a league game, obviously, and it's an important game to win. I thought we did a lot of things right. I thought defensively, holding them to 7 points, is huge. And I think offensively, we were able to possess the ball a little better, but at the same time, we have way too many penalties. We false starts. I think we had 5. I'm not real sure, but we got to play a lot better and can't hurt ourselves.
Defensively, it seems like you were getting to the quarterback a lot of times today. A lot of tackle for loss, a lot of sacks. What does that mean, being a defensive line coach?
Oh, it's always gratifying, but I think our backers and, Cooper and Caden, I think when we bring those two guys, I know Vi did a nice job. We brought him on a couple things, but, we needed to cause some more negative plays, and I think that helped us, obviously, and I think it helped our offense.
Jalen Mayden's second start. What did you see from him tonight?
Well, he's a gutsy guy, number one. He's really, really in the pocket. I think he absolutely does a great job of being just a great demeanor about it. And then when things open up or when he has an opportunity to use his legs to extend plays, or like he did on the touchdown, get out of the pocket and go. It was kind of cool to see.
Big game coming up this week against Fresno State, a rivalry. Just talk about your demeanor here going into that game.
Well, there's no question. It's a rivalry game. It's a game that's really important and has been for years. I think the oil can, right now it's in Fresno. We need to go get it.
Michael, talk about today, kind of finally getting to the quarterback. It was a team effort. You had 3 or 4 guys get sacks. Just talk about the defensive effort tonight.
Yeah, so one of our goals today was at least 10 sacks and 10 TFLs, and that's something that, we prided ourselves on throughout these last 2 weeks of work. And it's something that obviously we strive for each year, but, it hasn't really been clicking for us that much. So I think it was a real point of emphasis on it today. Some of the blitzes we called, a lot of the blitzes we put in this week were made for us to at least get home and to obviously just affect the quarterback. And, when you can put on offense starting, second and more than 10, your chances of getting a 3 and out increase by a lot. So.
Very first drive for them, you get forced that fumble. Pat picks it up, runs it in. Talk about just kind of setting the tone for the night.
That's just honestly, that's a whole team effort. Everybody gets to the ball, and when everybody gets to the ball, good things happen. So luckily, somebody who's already had them wrapped up. I just came in, hit it out, and Pat was there to pick it up and score. That's just a whole team effort, a whole defensive effort right there, and that's just a great way for us to go out, set the tone, let the defense know that that's how we're going to play for the whole night.
You come away, you get the win. Wasn't the prettiest of games, but just what does it mean just to get a win?
At this day and age, a win is a win. When you're in conference, it doesn't matter how you get the win. All that matters at the end of the day is a 1-0 record in that game. So, for us, it's just taking it day by day, take each week by its own, and just, going 1-0 in conference each week that we can.
Okay, second game out there, what did it feel like, after you get your first game out of the way, second game to start? How did you feel like it tonight?
I felt just like the first one. The offense coaching staff, they always make sure that it's, the best situation for me, what I'm comfortable with. So the game plan for me is just like the first one, just whatever I'm comfortable with, we're going to get that call. The offense, we're going to have good and bad plays, but I feel like we moved smoother. We just got to get some of those penalties out that's getting us back, stopping us from having the success that we're having.
The big play there, the big run, big momentum change there. Just what did you see on that? You scrambled, you went left, went all the way. Just talk us through that play.
Really just keeping my eyes downfield. I want to give my receivers every opportunity to touch the ball, to get open. So, whatever I could do to keep my eyes downfield, I did it. And eventually everybody just pushed over it, and I had to take it and I run it. And, the result was the result.
Former defensive player a couple weeks ago. Talk about the defensive performance tonight.
The defense is incredible. Week in and week out, there's a lot of times when coach says they don't get to finish through all 4 quarters, but they do more than enough to keep us in games. And I just being over there, I know that it's a lot of hard work to play all 4 quarters, especially when the offense is necessarily being as productive as they could be. But just big shout out to those guys for just finishing and straining the finish.